good, my Zesty Lemons? It is I, Lee, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. So, this reading is for the dreamers. We've already seen what was going on, so I'm going to do a follow up. So, in my previous readings about DPR, I thought that I was going to get, like a fun reading based upon their projects and what we should be looking forward to. However, I don't know, it just turned left, especially when it came to Dabin's reading, and that was the desk, not me. Anyway, so in Dabin's reading, I had made mention that he felt silenced. He felt like he wasn't good enough. I also made mention that there was someone that it was the energy of thievery of some sort. And at the time I thought it was intellectual thievery, but technically based off of what was said by Ian, that makes sense. On top of actual money being stolen by REM, or Scott Kim, if you will. So, what's interesting, and I wish that I would have done a reading prior to, but me and my friend, we did a reading. Well, I did the reading and she was taking down the notes, and I had clarified that REM, that is, he was going to try to, I guess, wiggle his way back into the whole situation. And then he ended up creating this, I don't even know if you want to call it an apology, but it backfired so bad, so bad. So, with that being said, I just want to see how... I think I'm gonna focus on REM first, just because he seems to be. I just know that he's onto some bullshit, and I did a reading yesterday on him, and this was off camera, so I'm gonna see if I get the same energies that I did before. Okay, so that was fun. You just go ahead and just drop my stuff. Hold on. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't feel like getting up. I'm lazy. I'll get it in a moment. All right. If I can get these together. All right, sweet universe. What is the overall energy of REM at this time, aka Scott Kim? What is the overall energy? What is his motives? What is he currently feeling? We're going to see what we can get out of this. Because if it was the same energy as yesterday, I'm telling you, I wish my friend was here because she would tell you, like, yeah. She even has the notes to prove it. She sent me a text message at the time that he posted that whack-ass apology. And I was just like, what? Like, I didn't expect for the energy to be that strong. All right, so we have creativity, okay? So it says, steal your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, and feeds off of you, right? Then we have boss daddy, stable, rich business owner, CEO, big dick energy. This right here is the vibe that he was hoping to create. And I think that when he decided to step down from the company, he thought that he was going to make bank and carry away the assets of both Dabin and Ian. And it didn't work out that way. So we have hooked. And so I'm just getting the vibe that this could mean several things, but to me, you got caught. You straight up got caught. And then we have, well, as soon as I said that, we have photo proof, getting evidence, okay? So this is, I think that Dabin or possibly even Ian or maybe both, they have information on Scott. He's silly. Okay, he is super silly. He did not think this through. First and foremost, I think it was very inappropriate, and I said this on the apology that he said. You know, I felt like you should have handled this in private. But like most of the dreamers said, you know, you're only doing this because you got caught. And I feel like with photo proof getting evidence, yes, there's going to be some evidence that's going to come out about his ass. And I even said this to my friend Mario. I was like, you know, it wouldn't make sense for, I mean it would, but it would not make sense for Dabin to kind of call all this shit out if he did not have the proof. So I kind of feel like he's just waiting to see what Scott's next move is. So yeah, with that whack ass apology, yeah, he's in trouble. He's in big trouble. So let's see why these cards are here. And I'm also going to do a reading on Dabin as well. Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like there's nothing else that you can do after that point. Like he really thought that he was gonna get away with that shit. And this is the age of the Aquarius. Everybody that tries to get over on someone, hey Jackson, no. Sorry, that's my cat. Anybody that tries to get over on another person, they're going to be exposed. And that's exactly what it was. Dabin had time. He had time. You know, and me and my friend Mary was also talking about, you know, how I feel like Scott had the opportunity to right his wrongs the first time that he had a conversation with Dabin. But then, you know, he admits that he was still stuck on stupid and he fumbled his bag, as Maria would say. So we have the Lovers card here. And so what I feel like this is saying is, no, this is not talking about love or any sort, but I kind of get this sense that he made the ultimate decision to do what he wanted to do. He was thinking of himself at the end of the day. We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, look at that. Now, see, I told you, I said that this was the energy that he was trying to create. He thought that he was going to walk up out that company and that everything was going to be okay, but you have the Ten of Swords. I also see the Ten of Swords as him screwing Ian and Dabin over and possibly the others as well. These people look to him as their brother, their confidant, and he just, anyways. So we have the Page of Wands here with Hooked. And what I'm getting from this is, because I know that the Page of Wands is the message bearer or bringer or whatnot. So I feel like he knew. You have to be a fool to assume that you're going to get off as easy as he thought that he did by putting that letter up. If I'm not mistaken, I think he took it down. If someone is familiar with that, let me know. But I do believe that he did take that letter down because that was okay. So with the Ten of Pentacles here, getting evidence, I feel like this is Ian and Dabin. They're going to get their money back. They have too much proof on him. At least I hope so, because he does need to go down for this shit. I don't understand why he would even assume that it's even okay for him to remain in the company. Yes, they are tarot cards. So I don't know why he would even assume that it would be okay for him to remain in the company after everything that he has done. So, yeah. And he has admitted that he is responsible for, like, first off, I don't know, like, You want to be the villain in this story, be smart about it, right? So let's continue to see what else we can get from this. All right. Sweet universe, can you tell me what else is needed to be known here? All right. I didn't even do my intro. I'm sorry. My name is Lee. I am an intuitive reader. Okay. And my niche is doing celebrity reads. And I'm a fan of DPR. All right, so we have the Five of Swords here, okay? And as you can see, this is someone who feels, and by someone, we're going to go on ahead and we're going to say Scott. He believes that he had the right to everything. I can tell you right now that he was extremely jealous of them. He wanted to, in his own right, take charge of everything. I feel like Scott has had a rough past, and this ain't about him, and I'm not trying to make light of his situation, because at the end of the day, I mean, you still did what you did. Hurt people, right? But he has some very heavy energy that is surrounding him in his own personal life that I can feel. But hurt people, you know? But for whatever reason, he was extremely jealous, especially of Dabin. And I think the reason why that is, I mean, come on, the dude has a very strong, charismatic energy about him. He always talked down to him. You know what I mean? Like, he tried to make him feel like his ideas were stupid, or he needed to stop being, how can I describe it? Like he was trying to play the bully big brother, like always nitpicking on him for no apparent reason. Okay, so now we have the Seven of Wands here. So he's trying to fend you guys off. Like, you guys need to back off of me. And he might come out with another message to tell y'all that y'all need to leave him alone. But no, y'all keep doing what you do, okay? I'm petty as fuck, all right? But I have issues with people that do grimy ass shit to other people, okay? So he's gonna try to defend himself to the ground. But just as long as y'all stay open, then it ain't gonna matter. Okay, so we have the Magician card here. And so this is communication with these two cards here together. This is communication. This is also, in the reverse, I want to look at this as the swindler. He got caught trying to be slick, trying to bamboozle somebody, and it did not work out in his favor at all. Okay? And so we have the Ten of Cups. So I feel like the reason why he was trying to go this route and try to steal or whatnot, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't know, but his initial goal was to kind of feed his people. You know what I'm saying? But also with the Ten of Wands, or not, sorry, excuse me. I had a stroke too, so if I stumble, forgive me. So with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm also looking at this in the reverse, just like the Ten of Cups. His abundance and his happiness and contentment is shot. He fucked himself. Point blank, period. So, I'm gonna do a final oracle for him. And I'm gonna go straight to Dabin and see what his energy is. But yeah, so I will admit, well, I can't say that I I was deliberately wrong, but I didn't understand the situation when I first did Dabin's reading. I thought at first it was like frustration towards Ian. And part of it very well may be, but the stilling part and everything else, that all makes sense now that everything came out. Because I did get I did say in that reading that he was feeling like he was wanting to leave. I don't know, it was just something about that vibe when he told us that he was going to make an announcement about some things. I knew right then and there that something wasn't right, so I took it upon myself to do a reading on it. And so some of the details might have been a little inaccurate, but for the most part, it's all adding up now. I will admit, tarot card readers do make mistakes. Don't let nobody out here try to make you think that we don't be out here fucking up, because we do. All right. So claim your art. That's so hilarious for him to want to claim his art. Basically, I feel like what this is saying is that he just really needs to, the lesson that he needs to learn in this is to create his own shit. You don't have to piggyback off of somebody else just to get yourself recognized. And I feel like that's his thing. Like he wants to come up so much. And I kind of get this vibe like maybe he was always on the back burner, you know what I'm saying, with his family or whomever. Like he was like the black sheep of everybody. So he's like trying to treat other people the way that he was treated, but that's not the way to go. Imagine solutions instead of, it just says basically to stop trying to create a problem for every solution and start figuring out what the fuck you need to be doing. Do all things in moderation. I feel like if he decides that he wants to have a second chance of redemption, he's gonna have to fall the fuck back. He is seriously gonna have to fall the fuck back, because every time he jumps head first into something, it's just gonna look bad on him. Now let's be real. He's only guilty, I believe he's only guilty because he got caught. But if he is genuine about being apologetic and all of this, don't do anything foolish or what appeared to be foolish. Like you talking about that you want to get back into the company, that's not a smart move. You should rightfully and respectfully remove your ass from the whole situation so that they can figure out what the fuck you did wrong. That's me. And then build on solid ground. Yes. So this right here is saying like, you're going to have to start all the way over. You definitely caused a ruckus. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I get from him. So let's go on ahead and get that out the way. The audacity. You're going to get mad because people coming at you for the shady shit that you did. That's very interesting. All right. Okay, so now we're going to focus on Dabin. Where's my, okay, what's the T cards? Let me shuffle these really well. All right, sweet universe, I send Scott's energy back to him. And I reclaim my energy. His energy was so heavy, I was exhausted. Hold on, that's why I got my crystal out, because I'm like, look. Like, he is really mad. I can feel it. He's mad. It's like, dude, you ain't got no reason to be mad. Like, the fuck? Okay. All right, what is Dabin's overall energy right now? What's the T? What is Dabin's overall energy? I thought it was going to flip. Cock blocking. So basically how I look at this, I feel like this is him saying like, no, you're not going to get away with this shit. I'm not going to let you get away with this shit. I'm going to tell it all. I'm going to tell it all. And you're going to look bad. Wow, that went. Okay, so he's got this too before. Into you, good chemistry, great vibes, and positivity. So I feel like overall, he's going to continue doing him. Like, he's like, look. Or I can look at it as like, you over here trying to steal my bag. You're trying to stop me from doing my thing. But I'm still going to be over here giggling, okay? Laughing at your silly ass. Okay, you want to come out? All right. Okay, so it says spiritual hater, hates on you spiritually, light magic power. So I feel like he really, at this time, he really despises Scott right now. I don't think it's to the, I mean, he might just be like, you know what, as a person, you absolutely suck. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting, like, you absolutely suck. Okay. Okay. And fishing for comments. I kind of feel like he's waiting for Scott to say something else that's going to piss him off. And he's going to... But just like I said in his reading before, like, I believe that Dabin has a sharp tongue. And I don't want him to say anything that is going to jeopardize what he's got going on. I'm glad that he decided to use his own, you know, he decided to use his company, I guess, to vocalize what was going on rather than use it on the DPR platform. All right, right there. I also get a sense that maybe Scott was kind of, there's a possibility that Dabin suspected that something was going on because maybe Scott was asking some strange questions. You know what I'm saying? Like something that he should have understood, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't know. The fishing for comments, like trying to get, like trying to see if anybody is catching on to any shady shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the guilty will naturally give off their guilt by saying something off the wall. And I kind of think that that's what was going on too with that fish for comments. All right, so we have the Two of Wands here. And I feel like this is, or not Ian, Lord, forgive me. Dabin trying to figure out, he's trying to figure out whether or not he wants to keep going hard at Scott. I feel like he had to take the time to select what songs he wanted to put on the list. And, hold on, what did you say, sweetheart? Can you tell me how my, what? Okay. I'm doing something totally different. This is going to be, we could do readings another time, but I'm focusing on a particular reading right now. So it's like he's trying to figure out how he's going to go about his next move. Or this could be him talking about touring. So with the Queen of Swords here, he like, you gonna give me my money, You're going to give me my money. I don't care what you're talking about. I stand on what I said. I don't think he's going to do anything to harm him, but I do see this as, you know, I want my money. I want you to just quit the bullshit and just give me my money. And not just my money, but, you know, Ian's as well. Take your name off of the rights because you didn't put shit on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah. The queen, or not the queen, but the King of Pentacles here. This is actually pretty good. Okay. So, oh yeah, this is really good. Good on him. All right, so Scott don't realize it, but all he did was just get out the way so that the true blessings will come about. The King of Pentacles, and he is an earth sign. So he's just sitting back here. And it's funny because you got that REM there. There's that Aries moon. But yeah, he don't cut through the bullshit. He's got clarity. He's going to take action. With that Ace of Pentacles here. So Scott thought that he was doing something. No, you just made his situation better. And I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, this is him being very cautious from here on out. I really hope that this does not traumatize him to the point to where he's even going to side-eye his team. You know what I mean? Because he said that he personally knows them. But, you know, at the same time, you thought that you personally knew Scott too, but then he pulled this bullshit. So, not saying that that's a possibility, but I just don't want him to, you know, be fearful of working with anybody. But I do see the Knight of Pentacles as looking over the lands, trying to figure out what his next project should be. Where is he going to place his money now? So, or this could also, because of the fact that this is tended soil, so I kind of feel like he got some seeds that he's about to plant with this money. So to me, I feel like this whole situation is definitely shining on Dabin and Ian. Scott, you know better. That's all I can say on that. You know better. So, oh, well, let me go ahead and do a final message for him too, since I did one for Scott. It's only fair. All right. Here. Okay. Dabin should not worry at this point. Like, this is his time to shine for sure. And I believe I even said that in his reading. Like, he's got the same thing. That's interesting. Claim your art. Do all things in moderation. Make no judgments. And then rejuvenate. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So it's interesting that they're mirroring each other. So that's how I know for sure that Scott was jealous of him and the way that he goes about things. But he too needs to do things in moderation. Which I believe after this whole situation, he's definitely doing so. And I feel like the message here with make no judgments, we all, if you want to look at it in the innocent light, yeah, he made a mistake. And yes, this is something that he could honestly be forgiven for. But this is a dog eat dog world. But if this is something that he's wanting to do, if he really wants to, forgive Scott for this, okay, that makes him the better person, right? And I guess he might be looking at it like, well, I've made some fucked up mistakes too in my past that you might not be aware of. So it's okay, dude. I'm glad that you owned up to it, but just don't do it again. Keep your ass away from my money, But at the end of the day, we have Rejuvenate. I feel like with Rejuvenate, he's finally realizing that he made the right call. I think that right before he decided to drop Giggles, he was so stressed out about that. He did not know how anyone was going to take it and how, I guess, Scott was going to take it, because you're going toe to toe with somebody that is over you. You see what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, I see this as rejuvenation. Like, he's like, okay, I can finally relax. I can collect myself now. Everything is said and done. So I don't really see much going on here. I feel like Scott might post another statement. But as far as Dabin, I think he's going to be chill. He's already said what he needed to say, and now he's going to be focusing on his money. And claim your art, he's making sure that he can't mess with his shit again. That's how I look at that. So, not bad. Not bad. All right, so depending on how many people are on here, I will stay to do some readings if you're interested. All right, I return Dabin's energy back to him and claim my own. Now, what was you asking me? Can I tell you how my what, if you're still there? Miriam, are you still here? Someone's here. I don't know who it is. Go ahead and close this up. So I think I'm done. I don't see anybody else. So this reading is going to take a couple, I don't know why, but my lives have been getting erased and I'm not understanding why. Because I did one for Zodiacs. Y'all should have seen the one for the Zodiacs and that's gone. So I'm going to try this again and we're going to see how this works out. So if you guys enjoyed the message, please give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends about me. Subscribe if you wish. But most importantly, what I really want you to do is this. When life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, everyone. Bye.